has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Clemens. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
That will 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
That was earning a 1st down the hard way. You want your quarterback to be a scrapper, but you also want to keep him upright. He paid for that 1st down by taking a big-time hit.
Ritter's pass completes a Pitts. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34. 1st down, here's Mitchell. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He'll drop to throw. Well, into a sea of defenders had intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their 18-yard line. So the interception there, Charles, I imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Heavy crowd well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Clemens. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. From Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. The Broncos at 10-5 to start play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence and they feel like they can continue to get better.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 3rd down, Clemens. Open man here, the tight end, Henry. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run. And that's a nice job there, getting the safeties involved in run support.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Clemens. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. And complete to Drake London. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw here. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
To throw on third down, Clemens. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 38.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Being chased out left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Off the play fake. Clemens. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Arnold Ebiketie, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. The kick by Lutz is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy by the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Okay, right. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll drop to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline. But out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So now we're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
To throw on second down. Clemens. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
On third down, Clemens. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken around the 12. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Back to throw now on first down. With that one into the hands of Beckham downfield. He'll get it inside the 20. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They're going to look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Broncos will take over here at their own 12-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
Here's the option going right. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying, we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Caught on a slant.
And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for... And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown.
Drake London
From a yard out.
And the Falcons are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10.
Now here's the option play going left. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Back to throw. Clemens flushed out right. Completes the pass to Judy on the crossing pattern. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator. Showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He's going to try and take off with it. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Operating from the gun, Clemens. Pass complete to Judy on the out route. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. 2nd and 2. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. Touchdown, Broncos! Cortland Sutton, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Here with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Falcons on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as it kicks away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Michael Walker there to bring him down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
47 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Clemens. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
14 yards there and a Falcon first down. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think we just saw an example of a game situation that I know is discussed, practiced to the nth degree, go right out the window, and a chance to win the game as well.
Yeah, protect the football. On the other side, you're taught to get in there and rake it out. They did just that.
I mean, they go over this starting in OTAs and mini camps. You go through these situations, and that's the way a lot of teams like to end practice. Finish it off with this type of a drive, kick the game-winning field goal. Everyone feels good and heads to the locker room. In this case, though, they're not going to feel so great about it.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively, they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And caught by Henry. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Jet sweep. Boyd with it. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip.